Hello grade 4s, to continue our art project on Google Drawings, what I will require you to do, like all projects we've had before, is to sketch what you are going to make first. I do want 2 sketches so you can give yourself an idea of what you want, of what possibilities you want to draw. Okay? So what your task will be is that you need to draw an animal including the background, meaning the scenery behind it that it would be in. Okay. So when you are making these sketches, because we are working with Google Drawing, you have to think about shapes. So you have to think about how would you draw this and how would you combine shapes on Google Classroom. So again, because it's Google Drawing, we're going to do a very cartoon style. So for example, if I'm thinking about doing a cat, what I might do is think about drawing a circle, and then again, this is very rough, and then maybe some kind of oval on top of it to show its cheeks. Okay? So again, I'm thinking about Google Classroom. I'm thinking about how to combine shapes. Of course, I can erase the lines, knowing that I'm going to use a circle and an oval, and then add other details thinking about how I'll make the face. So for example, I'm going to use big circles for the eyes. Maybe I'll put a little circle inside each. Maybe I'll put a little triangle for the nose, and then thinking about, I can make curved line shapes and so on. And then triangles for the ears. Again, thinking about shapes, there's like a round rectangular shape. Put a round rectangle for the legs, a circle for the toes, and so on. And then again, you would think about your background. So maybe for a cat, I'll do it in a park or something. And use the cloud shape for the trees, maybe some kind of shape for the trunk of the tree, and so on. So again, when you're making your drawing, you're making a cartoon version of an animal. I would say make sure the animal is the focus of your picture. So I don't want to see a picture where the animal's really tiny and the background is overtaking it. The animal has to be the focus. Okay? You can think about doing other animals for sure, like I've seen students do parrots, I've seen students do beetles, I've seen students do dogs, of course, and other things. Okay? I will say though, please, there's a few things I do not want to see. So for example, I'm trying to combine these shapes so that when you erase them, so for example, if you're hiding the lines on your Google Drawing, it's not obvious that I'm using circles or rectangles. It just all combines into the cartoon image. However, I don't want you to make sketches that are too simple. So I always show this silly example. If somebody did a lion like this, and then just drew triangles around it like it was a sun. Now this is very blocky. If you did this on Google Drawing, I could immediately tell what all the shapes you are doing. And it doesn't look like a whole cartoon like it does like this one. Okay? So, and it shouldn't look super unnatural. So for example, if I used a rectangle, I just used rectangles for the legs like this, right? It looks super unnatural, okay? So I don't want to see something like this. I want, again, for you to think about how can you combine shapes so it's almost like you don't know what shapes the person had used when they were making it on Google Drawing. If you do something like this, it's very obvious and it doesn't look very good, okay? Again, 2 sketches of animals. Please make sure you color them in. So if you have pencil crayons around. I would prefer pencil crayons, but if you have markers or so on and you like color it in, please color it in nicer than me. I'm just doing a fast to show you and so on. I will also say one thing that I would avoid doing is please, for animals, I would avoid doing something like too simple because again, I'm marking you for your creativity and how well you combine shapes. So if you do just something like a worm and you just draw something like this, you're not going to get very good marks, okay? So try to think outside of the box, do something interesting. For example, if you choose to do a snake, don't actually think that even though it's one line, it's not as easy as you think to make this kind of, for example, curved shape on Google Drawing. Okay, so I would avoid these kinds of things because they're much more difficult to do. So what you will do is after you finish your two colored sketches, please upload photos of them to Google Classroom. So just as a reminder to upload photos of your sketches, obviously take the photos on your computer, and then when you go into the assignment, you press Add or Create File, and then upload the photo from your computer of your animal sketches. So for example, if I saved in pictures, I don't actually have one, but so on, and pretend that's my photo, then I press upload. When you have uploaded your two photos, when this turns blue, you can, or sorry, black, you can press turn in and it will submit your pictures, okay? After you finish making your two sketches, I'll leave a comment either through your email, chat, or Google Classroom speaking with you about what sketch you would rather do. And next week, if you're ready with your two sketches, I'll open up a Google Drawing for you to work on making your Google Drawing animal.